Everyone, welcome to the channel. This side Ajay, working as a nuclear medicine physicist uh, in PGIMR Chandigarh, and we have started a MCQ series on nuclear medicine. This is the fourth video in the series, and this time the topic is transport of radioactive material. So the rules will be simple. There will be total 25-30 questions. Each question will be of 15 seconds. There will be a timer of 15 seconds on each slide. After 15 seconds, answer will be displayed, and if there is any need of explanation of the answer, I'll be briefing that. So let's start the video. So in India, transport of radioactive material is governed by AERB as per regulation prescribed in Safety Code, which was revised in 2016. Initially, it was transport of radioactive material AERB SCTR1 1986, but it was revised in 2016. So now this code is being followed for the transport of radioactive material. However, one should know that this code was made using the IAEA Safe Transport of Radioactive Material SSR 6 2018, that was revised in 2016. So any material, when it is called radioactive material, when it has specific activity greater than, in two units you have to remember, one is microcurie per gram and one in becquerel per gram. So in microcurie the value is 0.0027 microcurie per gram, and in becquerel it is around 100 becquerel per gram. So the right answer is D in this case. And usually this value is for molybdenum, technetium and iodine 131, but for rest of the radionuclide also the specific activities is in this range only. So, so if you talk about routine conditions of transport, then radiation level at any point on the external surface of the package should not exceed 2 millisievert per hour. In case of exclusive use, the limit is different, which will be coming in upcoming. So, A2 value in transportation of radioactive material indicates maximum activity to be transported in other than special form. Basically, there are two forms: A1, which is for special form of radioactive material, and A2 for all the other forms of radioactive material. And what is meant by special form of radioactive material? It is the meaning is special form of radioactive material shall mean either an indispersible solid radioactive material or a sealed capsule containing radioactive material. In this, powder form will not be considered. So, what is the dose rate limit at the package surface for a shipment of radioactive material bearing a yellow 3 label? For yellow 3, the maximum dose rate limit is 200 milliram per hour. As in the question it was dose rate, so it should be millironjan per hour. So C and D were eliminated uh, early on, and 200, and the answer would be between 250. You should remember this table. This table is very important. It has basically TI and maximum radiation level at any point on the external surface, and category. Basically, there are three categories: white one, yellow two, yellow three, and there is another category, yellow three exclusive use. So for TI to be zero, the maximum radiation level at any point on the external surface, so it should be between 0 to 0.005 millisievert per hour. Units are very important. It is in millisievert per hour. If similarly, if you want to write it in millironjan per hour, then 1 sievert equal to 100 rem, and 1 rem equal to 1 ronjan equal to 1 rad for X-ray and gamma rays. So for millironjan per hour, it would be, you have to multiply it with the 100. It will be 0.5 millironjan per hour. Similarly, for more than 0, Ti will be more than 0, but not more than 1. So between 0 to 1 Ti, the maximum radiation level at any point on the external surface should be between 0.005 millisievert per hour to 0.5 millisievert per hour. One thing to note in this is, suppose a question comes in which you have told that Ti is 1 and maximum radiation level at any point on the external surface is 0.5 millisievert per hour, then in which category you will include it, in yellow 2 or yellow 3? Because in yellow 3 also there is 0.5 and 1, but it is clearly mentioned that up to 1, more than 0 but not more than 1, it is in yellow 2. More than 1 and more than 0.5 millisievert per hour, it is in yellow 3. So this thing you should keep in mind. If it is 1 and 0.05, the upper limits are in the question, then it should be in yellow 2. Otherwise it in yellow 3. So the maximum radiation level that can be on the surface of the package is 2 millisievert per hour for yellow 3. If it is going in exclusive use, then the maximum radiation level at any point on the surface is 10 millisievert per hour. Units are very important. If you have to tell this in millironjan per hour, then it would be, you have to multiply this with 100, so it will be 200 millironjan per hour. So these things to be kept in mind. This is what I was telling. 0.005 millisievert per hour, it will be equivalent to 0.5 millironjan per hour, and 2 millisievert per hour, it will be 200 millironjan per hour. You have to simply just multiply it with 100 to convert millisievert into millironjan. So this you have to remember, radiation level at 3 meter from the unshielded radioactive material does not exceed 10 millisievert per hour, then it will be in the category of low dispersible radioactive material. So which is exempted from the transportation rule for radioactive material? In among these options, cadavers, there are also rules: transportation by railways and transportation within same organization but situated in two different cities. There will be transportation rule. So the right answer will be patient administered with radioisotope for diagnosis. Transport index is exposure level at 1 meter in millironjan per hour, dose level at 1 meter in millisievert per hour into 100 from the package surface, exposure rate at 1 meter from the external surface of the package in microsievert per hour divided by 10. All these three things are same. This is, all these three things are definition of transport index only. So the right answer will be all of the above. So in sometimes this is also asked, you give a you will be given a figure and you have to calculate the TI of the package. So suppose you have package and you want to calculate the TI of that package. So what you have to do is, if you are taking the reading in microsievert per hour, you have to take at 1 meter reading from all sides of the package, and you have to note the reading. Whatever will be the maximum reading coming at the 1 meter distance from the package, you have to see that, like in this case it is 45 microsievert per hour, you have to divide that by 10. That will be your transport index. So in this way you can calculate the transport index of your package. So if you are taking the reading in terms of millisievert per hour, then you have to multiply that with 100 in order to get the transport index. So what is the UN number of radioactive material type A package special form? I already explained there are two forms, special form and other than special form. For type A package special form, the UN number is 3332. You should remember all these UN number for different type of packages. Like for accepted packages, the UN number is 2908 for empty packaging, and for limited quantity of activity it is 2910. The activity concentration is given here. For type A other than special form, it is 2915, which is the most common used in nuclear medicine. Type A special form, which was asked in question, it is 3332. Similarly, for type BU and type BM, it is 2916 and 2917. You should remember all these UN numbers. So in this question, it is asked what is the exposure rate at 3 feet from the package. 3 feet is 1 meter, and transport index is exposure rate at 1 meter or 3 feet. So transport index here given is 0.8. So the right answer will be 0.8 milliroentgen per hour. So radiopharmaceutical use in nuclear medicine examination are transported as usually it is type A package. So this is basically when you are sending a type A package, this is the typical marking and labeling of a type A package. You have to write the UN number. This is for a type A special form. Consignee address type A. This paste the same on opposite side, front and back side. And if the gross weight is more than 50 kg, then you have to also mention weight of the. So this is a simple numerical. You have been given CPM and counter efficiency also, and background counts also. You have to just calculate convert this CPM into DPM. To convert CPM into DPM, you need to know the efficiency of the system, which is given in this numerical. So the DPM is basically what are gross CPM minus background divided by efficiency expressed as decimals. So efficiency here is 32%. So it will be 32 by 100, 0.32. Gross CPM is 2439 minus 280. If you solve this, and the DPM will come out to be 6747. So the transport index of 1, which corresponds to yellow 2, but dose level at the surface is 5 millisievert per hour. So as we remember that for yellow 3, the maximum dose level at the surface is 2 millisievert per hour. Greater than 2 millisievert per hour, it comes in yellow 3 exclusive use. So there is thumb rule. If one among transport index and dose level exceeds in the higher category, you have to transport the package in the higher category. So in this case, transport index was of yellow 2, but according to exposure rate, it comes under yellow 3 exclusive use. So the right answer will be yellow 3 exclusive use. So, like in previous question, as we all know, in routine conditions of transport, maximum the radiation level at the surface is 2 millisievert per hour. But in this question, it is asked what what will be the radiation level at 2 meter on the external surface of the package under routine conditions. They are not talking about exclusive use. So under routine conditions, you have to remember this limit at 2 meter maximum radiation level should be uh, it shall not exceed 0.1 millisievert per hour at 2 meter. At surface, it is 2 millisievert per hour. So RIA kits are transported as accepted packages. This is already discussed. A package is showing transport index of 1. Suppose 1 transport index, then the category of the package is yellow 2. So there are some conditions in which transport regulations do not apply. So in this question, the right answer is all of the above. So so what are the conditions when transport regulations do not apply? Radioactive substance that is necessary component of the mode of transport, like aircraft wing. And similarly, from hot lab to imaging room of administration, means in the same department. Third, for radioactive material implanted or incorporated into a living person or animal for diagnostic or therapeutic purpose. These all are the conditions when transport regulations do not apply. So the right answer is all of the above. Postal package limit is 1 by 10. For transport by post, the total activity in each accepted package shall not exceed 1/10 of the relevant limit specified. It is not 1 by 10 of A1 and A2. It is what it has been specified for accepted packages. It is 1 by 10th. For white one category, the dose rate limit is 0.5 millironjan per hour. But the incoming package logbook must include all of the following except. So among these options, product name, driver name, received activity and date. Uh, Rest all the things, product name, date and received activities are necessary to maintain in logbook. So the right answer among these options will be driver name. So we have seen that the maximum TI is 10. But suppose a vehicle is going in which multiple parcels are there. So what is the limit on sum of TIs in a freight container or conveyance, not under exclusive use, means under routine conditions of transport. So the right answer is 50. The maximum TI can be 50 under routine conditions of transport, not under exclusive use. This limit is not under exclusive use. The mostly the limits are 50, but for aircraft under cargo category, the limit is 200. But for rest of the freight container, small, large vehicle, and passenger aircraft, the limit is maximum TI is 50. So if 100 millicurie of iodine 131 is causing an exposure of 2 millirem per hour at 1 meter, what category of the package is? So the category of the package is yellow 3. You must remember what is the maximum radiation level that is allowed at surface and at 1 meter also. Like for yellow 3 category, at surface maximum permissible is 2 millisievert per hour or 200 millirem per hour. Likewise, for at 1 meter, the maximum permissible exposure level is 2 millirem per hour. So, what is the A2 activity limit for transport of molybdenum 99? As already discussed, there are two forms A1, A2. A2 is other than special form. If you are transported in other than special form, that what is the maximum amount of moly that you can transport? So the right answer is 0 0.6 terabecquerel, and it is equivalent to 16.2 curie. And for your knowledge, 1 terabecquerel is equal to 27 curie. So for molybdenum 99, the right answer is 0.6 terabecquerel. And this is the table depicting the various A1 and A2 activity limits for various radionuclides that are routinely used in nuclear medicine. So one should remember for F18 also, for F18 A2 other than special form, the maximum limit is 16.2. That is equivalent to molybdenum 99 only. So for F18 and molybdenum 99, the maximum limit of transport in A2 category is same. So you should remember all these values. So I think this is a repeat question. In yellow 3 exclusive use, maximum level at external surface of the package shall not exceed 10 millisievert per hour. So what is the ambient temperature range that radioactive package must withstand? It should withstand all hot and cold conditions. So the ambient temperature, according to guidelines, it should be able to withstand minus from minus 40 degrees Celsius to 70 degrees Celsius. Again, you have to remember this. For accepted packages, radiation level at any point on the external surface should be less than 5 microsievert per hour. These are the CPM values for B, C, and D option. You have to calculate DPM from these CPM. If the DPM value is within the limits, then there is no need to notify the carrier. If the DPM limit is above the limit prescribed, then you should inform the carrier about this. So in order to calculate the DPM, like in this question, there are three options: 1200 CPM, 560, and 840. So the easy way is you calculate for the highest one. If the highest one CPM corresponds to DPM that is above the prescribed limits, then should be need of the, then you should inform the carrier. So in this case, if you want to convert 1200 CPM into DPM, you have to just subtract this 1200 CPM from background and divide it by its efficiency, that is 55%, 0.51, and it comes out to be 1737 DPM. And in the question it was given that it was for 100 centimeter square. So these are the limits for various beta and gamma meters and low toxicity alpha meters. The limit is 4 becquerel per centimeter square, 3.7 becquerels per centimeter square. That is one and the same thing. In different books different limits are there, but these all mean the same, only the units are different. Like it is 22 dpm per centimeter square, and it is 2200 dpm per 100 centimeter square. Like in this question it was for 100 centimeter square, so our value come out to be 1737 dpm. So it is within the limits. If the answer would have come more than 2200 dpm, then we must have informed the carrier. And other limits are 6600 dpm per 300 centimeter square, and in terms of microcurie it is 10 raised power minus 4 microcurie per centimeter square. These all means the same, only differences between the units. I hope this video was useful for you. Kindly share it with your friends, colleagues, whom you think it would be beneficial, and do subscribe the channel for more such videos. Happy learning.